Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. That's Damon Feldman. Obviously, that's not Rachel. That's Damon Feldman, boxing promoter extraordinaire. And I think maybe, Damon, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you're to blame for all the celebrity boxing stuff that's happened pretty recently. It's gotten really hot.
You got to believe me, man. I am the creator. I am the pioneer of celebrity boxing, no doubt. And it's really interesting how the combat sports has gone to sports entertainment.
Yeah, it's really exploded over the last year. And of course, it's been around for a long time because you've been doing what you do for a pretty long time now.
So 18 years in the making.
That's amazing. And you kind of foresaw this explosion happening one day. What's it like to see it just all over the place now? It's just like it's everywhere.
I'll tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing what's happening here. The sewer hasn't hit me yet. You know, it was always my dream and goal, and my dream starts next week, June 11th on pay-per-view, and it's a really exciting feeling, man. I'm really pumped up.
Yeah, and June 11th on pay-per-view, it's $29.99. It's at Showboat Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Maybe I'm bearing the lead here. It's Lamar Odom versus Aaron Carter. How did you come up with that, man? When I first saw that, I was like, what? Which is exactly what I think celebrity boxing should be. And I was excited about it. I was excited to write about it. And I was excited to talk to you about it.
Yeah, it's funny when you say that. People are like, what you said? You know what I mean? And yeah, it's true, man. Lamar Odom. So I signed Aaron Carter. We're going to do a match. We didn't find the right opponent. Then I ended up hooking up with Lamar. And I was like, thinking who would be the good match. It just made sense. Both guys making redemption, come back, and it just took off, man. And we added to the event, everybody involved in the event. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. Lamar Odom, of course, is a former NBA star. Aaron Carter is a pop star. They come from two different worlds. Yeah. Even, I think if I see them next to each other, they look like two different. I don't see how it fits together. But to be honest with you, I love that about celebrity boxing, because I get to see things I wouldn't normally see. You've been doing this since 2003 or 4-ish, right?
Back in 2001, I did a few, and I got hooked up with Dick Clark Productions, and they did the Fox one. I was involved.
I remember those.
Yeah, so it didn't work out there, so I ended up just doing my own thing, keep it a road show, and I ended up taking a lot of the guys and girls who were on that, and we put them in our own celebrity fights and just build it up. And they all fought for me: Joey Buttafuoco, Amy Fisher's husband, Bonaducci. They all did it.
Tanya Harding, I think Jose Canseco was involved in that. I mean, what makes promoting, because you're from the boxing world, maybe people don't know, but you were a legitimate professional boxer who suffered an injury in his career and had to start looking like, what can I do next? What is similar about promoting boxing fights, which you were a part of, and what is different when it also involves celebrities?
It's an awesome niche, man. It's just like, I knew it was going to take off. I didn't know when. And there was days, all the blood, sweat, tear, all the, depression, hoping the stupid mistakes, hoping this is going to come, true. And it did, man. And it's like, I used it as like therapy to me, because I had a real crazy upbringing. My mom got injured, was a quadriplegic in a wheelchair. And, I became a fighter, and I lived there in the house. My dad had sort of like a training camp, and Frank the Animal Fletcher and Anthony Two Gun Fletcher, two fighters, just recently got out of jail, raised me. And it was like, the pretty interesting story. And I had that niche, and I just kept it going, man. It was just, if it was in a small community center to a hotel or, an arena, and I just kept it going. And finally through the pandemics, when it really took off, and I'm really lucky.
Who do you think loves it more? Do you think the celebrities that participate, or do you think the fans love it more?
I think the both. I think the fans, most of the people like to hate on it. Like, get the heck out of here. This guy's this, that. But they'll still tune in and want to be there. You know what I mean? Like, right now we're sold out. We only have, a smaller crowd because it's still social distancing, and it's live on pay-per-view TV, but everyone's trying to get there. Like, when I say everybody, like all kinds of requests from all kinds of celebrities. I'm not going to say names, but like just the red carpet, we have all hooked up. Thanks to our girl, Tina DeVito, does a phenomenal job. And just it's just a pumped up event, man. It's like everybody in the Philadelphia tri-state area, and anywhere you go, Florida, I was in Atlanta, they're all excited about this. And we have people coming from everywhere. We sold out like in the first week.
It's definitely the time that people want to get out of their house and go to something. I don't know if you watch UFC, but when they returned with the crowd, just a massive crowd. I'm sure you pay attention to boxing. Canelo Alvarez, when he fought BJ Saunders recently here in Texas, what an amazing crowd. I'm sure they can't wait to see Lamar Odom fight Aaron Carter on June 11th.
They're excited, man. People are excited. Yeah, it was a great event by Canelo. Yeah, it's just amazing, man. I mean, people are really going for the celebrity, but we're already working on Celebrity Boxing Miami, and all kinds of personalities are coming out now. And sort of always foresee my dream of making it like the WWE, but making it a boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. How does that happen? How did the celebrities find you, or do you find them? How does that work?
Now they're finding me, but you know, I basically reach out. I see someone, I inbox them. If they get back to me, great. If they don't, I keep trying, and that's where we're at right now.
Do you just slide into those DMs?
Yeah, I just do it. What do you think, man? I think it's a great opportunity for celebrity boxing. They get back to me, we start putting together. We got to deal with Lamar, and here we are.
Is that how it happened with Lamar?
Yeah, man. Lamar just and his team is unbelievable. Savvy Girl Consulting, and yeah, it just really helped us out. And yeah, Lamar got back to me. He had his people get back to me, and we made it happen. Just kicked it off. And that was back in January, and here we are.
I think you guys announced the date for the fight, but then you had to move it because of COVID, right?
Well, no, we moved it because just because the television. We just wanted to open day. Like, we own TV that day, basically on pay-per-view. You know, channels were on every cable outlet in North America, and Fight TV at FIT.tv, and we're, you know, really pumped up. You know the referee, right?
Yeah, it's Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got an all-star cast.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know. And we also, that's that one fight, but we also have Battle of Love and Hip Hop. It's a big TV show.
Yeah.
And two guys on the show, Peter Guns and Cisco Rosado, are going to battle it out. And we have the referee is Rich Dallas, who's the main star of the show. Then we got Ice-T and Coco going to host.
Yeah, it's just like, it seems like just a amazing mix of all sorts of people from all over different. I mean, there are people that are famous in certain worlds and famous and not famous in other worlds, but to see them all come together and participate. I love boxing, and I love seeing when people come into boxing, my favorite sport and my favorite thing to do, and to see them at least try, man. I think it's awesome to see people try to do stuff. Especially when they have stuff to lose.
You see who we have on the undercard is terrible Tim Witherspoon.
I know. Former heavyweight champ.
And how about Wide Neck? He's famous for a mug shot with his neck bigger than his head. And he's on the card taking on Drew Bornay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a special thing. I read an article by Michael Woods from the Ring magazine. I think he recently talked to you. Friend of the show, Michael Woods. I used to write for him over at the Sweet Science and Wi-Fi.
He's a great writer, man.
Yeah, great guy. He's called you or said something about you being the Dana White of celebrity boxing. Is that how you see yourself? Are you the Dana White of celebrity boxing?
I'm myself, but I like White. You know, he's another guy. Was a boxer. I was a former undefeated fighter. You know, but we came from boxing backgrounds, and we made our dreams come true. Now, my brother, I don't know if you know, he's the creator of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. He's the guy who puts on all the bare knuckle fights.
It's in the blood over there, I guess. That's, man. To me, that's pretty awesome.
It really is.
You guys are both promoting, but also that you're both promoting just different things. Like, it'd be different if you guys were both regular, like, for lack of a better term, regular boxing promoters, but you have your own spin on it, and that's a neat thing to see.
You have to have that niche nowadays, and it's a niche there. You know, if I do a press conference somewhere, ring girl contest, anything, people come out. And that's what this is all about. You know, giving the public a chance to see something different. Everybody wants action.
I want to know, and I'm glad I got you to ask, because you would be the guy to know, when are they going to have celebrity mixed martial arts?
We're in talks, man. Let's just keep it like that.
Are you? Yeah. I mean, I think, like, I want to see somebody fight, and you've seen all this stuff out there with Jake Paul knocking out UFC fighters, and UFC fighters saying, you're getting the octagon. I just think it would be pretty cool to see, you know, Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah,
that's
long overdue, right?
Yeah, or whoever. There's all sorts of celebrity beefs. I'm sure you keep up with them because it's your job.
Always, yeah.
Here's my idea. While I have you here, I'm going to pitch it to you. Okay, here's my idea.
So
you would make $1 bazillion, all right? And I don't want any of it because I'll make so much money just writing about it. Okay. You need to get LeBron James in a boxing ring to fight Colby Covington, UFC star.
I knew you were going to say that, man. I remember their beef. I mean, when you started saying it, yeah, that they had that beef, it was crazy. But no matter what, boxing, yes, LeBron would beat. I think LeBron would beat him. In MMA, there's absolutely no chance. You know what I mean?
Well, because LeBron is so much bigger. He's 6'8".
Oh yeah.
You know, such a great athlete. You think that, but at the same time, he's not probably catching hands a lot.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting matchup. I'll tell you that.
Well, I hope someday somebody does it, and if you do it, even better for me.
Hey, you just inspired me to do it, so don't be shocked.
So there are people out there, and we have a big Facebook page over at Heavy on UFC. We love covering combat sports. For the people out there that might be on our page are like, I don't know about this. What would you tell them? Why should they give this a shot on June 11th? Lamar Odom versus Aaron Carter is the main event.
Because you're going to see something different. You're going to see a new pop culture hit, and it's just going to be amazing. It was part of it. The UFC legend, the referee, those two guys training hard to make this happen, and they know it's all sports entertainment, and they know what I'm building here. I'm so excited to have all these people, everybody part of this event's amazing. You get back to Dana White. I always wanted to meet White. Never really met cordially. I want to make him. Maybe he'll fight. Put him in with what's his name? Jake Paul.
Or Jake Paul. You want to put him in with Jake?
Well, I think Dana would beat Oscar De La Hoya. The reason is now because White has some skills, but
he does. People forget that.
And De La Hoya, if you did it in a celebrity match, that's what I'm saying. Celebrity boxing. I'm not saying pro boxing.
Yeah.
If Dana White fights Oscar De La Hoya in celebrity boxing, Dana will beat him.
You think?
Yeah, because it's the rolls and it's the gloves. Yeah, Dana would win. I think.
Have you slid into Dana White's messages or Oscar De La Hoya about that fight?
Nah. Well, maybe this interview will get White hooked up with this, but White would win, but just be under this pressure, I think.
Okay, but what about Jake Paul?
White would beat. Yeah, if White was going to fight him in a boxing, I think White has too much experience. White had a lot of boxing experience when he was younger.
He did.
Jake Paul has boxing experience in the last couple of years. He is talented, but yeah, he's not there yet. Like in celebrity boxing, yes, White would win because he's too big and he would be a little too strong for him.
Yeah, I feel like Jake Paul, I'm really impressed with his dedication to boxing because you can't fake straight punches, right? You either can do that stuff or you can't. But when you're, 20 years younger than a guy that you outweigh by 20 pounds, right? I mean, it's a little different than fighting a bigger guy who knows how to fight a little bit. I'm glad you brought up. People forget Dana White could fight so much so that he says that Tito Ortiz's prime back in the day, didn't want a boxing match against Dana White.
I remember that. I remember that on The Ultimate Fighter. And what I do remember, and I'm not a big UFC guy, but I always liked White and McGregor's, those type guys, Chuck Liddell. But yeah, because one thing I saw is he was training hard for that to do it. I know it was a part of The Ultimate Fighter as a promo, but you saw it in White that he has that. He's a competitor, man. He's not going to take a chance on losing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I don't know. I mean, lately, just because I cover him, I write him about him like 6 times a week. This dude has gotten jacked again, Dana White. I don't know what Dana White's doing in the gym, but he's ready. Maybe he's secretly training for that fight already.
Well, you can put it out there. Dana White, you're open to do a celebrity boxing match. Our platform's open for you, man. Let's step up, bro.
Yeah, we'll put it into the universe and see it come back. That's awesome. Great. I'm so grateful to be part of it. I'm so grateful to talk to you about your awesome boxing promotional company. I can't wait for the fight. Lamar Odom versus Aaron Carter. He's Damon Feldman. I'm Kelsey McCarson. Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.